Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1 says, "For everything there's a season, a time to live and a time to die." And that's something that most people should think about, but not very many people do. But when you are faced with the diagnosis of a terminal illness, you start rethinking life and death. And this happened to me after the birth of our third child. I developed a lot of very unusual symptoms that the physicians and the doctors couldn't diagnose. Finally, after being tested at Tygerberg Hospital for a brain tumor, the neurologist came back with the brain scans and showed them to me and said, I'm sorry, I have bad news for you. You have multiple sclerosis, and there's nothing that you can do about it that's going to make it better. Nothing that you do about it is going to make it worse. And he referred me to a support group. And I just thought, big deal. You can't give me a prognosis because God's my creator. And so I started praying. I did go to the support group, but when I was with so many people who were in wheelchairs and so badly disabled, I thought I could cheer them up. But sometimes people don't want to be cheered up when they're nursing a terminal condition. And I was right at the beginning of my journey. Anyways, we prayed about it. I asked the elders to come, and they anointed me very lavishly with oil and prayed for me. And then I did my own research. I looked at some lifestyle changes and things just in a diet and just supplements and things that I could do, and just lived life as normal. My symptoms went away and I was overjoyed, and I thought I'd been healed. But after a few years, the symptoms came back, and I added to those with some more unusual symptoms. And so I was faced with the thought, have I been healed or haven't I been healed? And then I started searching the scriptures and really getting to know God. And in that time, I discovered him as a good father. And I became so confident in the fact that he answers prayer the way he wants to answer prayer. And sometimes there are just so many people involved in his answers to our prayers. So it's not just about us. And I've just also learned that I can trust him completely. And the better than my healing is to be in the center of his will. And so I've just lived each day like that. I've learned something about myself too. I've learned that if I take my eyes off the Lord and I put them on the circumstances and I focus on the illness, my imagination can go crazy, and I can think about all the things that could happen to me in the next few years. But my life is in God's hands, and for now and for the future, I am totally secure in what he does and what he doesn't do. But I know that my Redeemer lives, and one day I will see him. And for me, that is enough.